Yo, what's up? Well, my goodness, let's get into it. Like we always do at this time. Why Adam Silver Slipper will not void this trade, even though he should. But if he voided this trade, you know what's going to happen? A lot of that. Lots of it. You can't go back and put the genie back in the bottle. The NBA is not going to void a trade that they did them damn selves. Are you crazy? This oversized, fat, thick neck bastard talking about some. It didn't take away the integrity of the game. You should void this trade, Adam Silver. Of course he should. But your fat ass know he won't. You don't even watch the games, you fat bastard. The hell you talking about? I hate when people who don't watch the sport talk about what the sport need to do. I'm like, do you watch the sport? Oh, no, not since Jordan played. And then shut the fuck up. How you gonna say what's wrong with the sport and you don't watch it? Meaning you were a fan weather person who was just there for the Bulls ride, and then now the Bulls ride is over. You're gone. I can deal with that. Now, let's get to the particulars, people. Silver Slipper will never void a trade because they're manufacturing them. Why will anybody void a trade that they're the ones who are orchestrating said trade? They're the reason Luka Doncic is in the LA. I told you in 2021, they wanted to get the fans okay with the idea of Luka going to LA. They kept leaking it out. People like AD and Luka, man, they average about the same number. Do you think this is about points and stats? Then you about as stupid as that doggone LeBron James. Look, I know LeBron fans can't understand because they really stupid. But let me tell y'all anyway. It's not y'all fault y'all stupid. This is why they market to you, because you're stupid. And because of that, that's how they make their money. So I get it. I understand what they're doing. Your ass don't. So, cop a squat and let's get into this. Now, going over the sensationalism that has transpired over and over again. Right? Let's go over that. Let's go over what has transpired over and over again. The narrative that the NBA is running about Luka. The Lakers, as far as trending, all the insights, the analytics of the projected numbers and everything else, they view their viewership in their last two games has been the highest they have had all season. The highest ratings they've had all season has been the last two games the Lakers have played. It's not about points and stats and rebounds. It's about marketability. If you move the needle in the market, you damn well believe the NBA is going to do whatever they can to help you succeed. LeBron and Luka, oh, that's box office for them. That's been going up and trending, and the numbers have been crazy. The NBA this is Super Bowl weekend. So this is the most attention that people are going to have in sports. The media is going to be all glued on sports. So they wanted to use that vehicle to be able to close out the trade deadline during the Super Bowl weekend. And to take over the news of the Super Bowl weekend, Luka Doncic going to the Lakers. Now, all the media that's focused on the Super Bowl have something to run it right about that's in conjunction with the Super Bowl. And the NBA is now using that media that's there to cover the NFL. Now they can cover this on the side. And now it's right there. It's like the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts says this. Luka Doncic goes to the Lakers. Do you know how much free marketing and promotion that was for the NBA? The NBA came up like a lightning rod this week. All the numbers aren't in yet. But it was up 478% around the board for the NBA. And you think they're going to avoid the trade? No. They don't give a shit about no integrity of the game. They give a shit about money. Luka Doncic, that's money. When I say he got his own money, baby, I mean he got his own money. They don't give a rat's ass about no LeBron's feelings. You want to get to the finals? This is how we going to get you there. AD don't draw $5 to the Lakers. You're turning over the team to a guy that has zero marketability. Only people like AD is Laker fans. I liked AD. We lost AD. And you're like, who the hell cares about him? He's an expendable asset. Now, the market values, right? All these experts, they're trying to overcomplicate the problem. And I want to say this to the Laker fans. Who are the top 5 players in the NBA right now? Who are the best players in the game? F your feelings. Who are the best 5 players in basketball right now? I'll help you. The Joker at number 1. Number 2, Shai Alexander. Number 3, Luka Doncic. Number 4, Giannis. Number 5, Kevin Durant. Number 6, not my choice, Wembanyama at 6. Number 7, Stephen Curry. Do we need to continue? Who's not on that list? Who's not on the list? LeBron James, right? Okay. I just want to make sure y'all paying attention. That's not my list. He wouldn't be on it, but that's not my list. That's the list they created. They put Victor Wembanyama over Stephen Curry. So you know goddamn well I have a problem with that list from the jump. So, next on the list, Joel Embiid and who else they had to end it out? Who's the top 10 player? I think it was Devin Booker, if I'm not mistaken, was at number 10. But anyway, that list is jacked. But that's where they are. Do you see LeBron James on that list? No. LeBron James is not in the top 10 best players in the NBA. So let that sink into your skin right now, what the NBA is saying. Yeah, John Morant was like 12th. He was like 11th or 12th on the list. But LeBron was at 14th or 15th. He's on the list at 14 and 15, but he's not top 10. They got him at like 14, 15. They got Anthony Davis above him. Now, let's get to the particulars. This is not about the best players in the game. It's not about the best team in the league. The NBA has shifted from being pretty much a league that focused on the best. They don't focus on the best no more. That's out. They're looking for the most marketable. They don't give a damn about the best. They're playing the best basketball, the best passer, best player. They don't care. They want the most popular. Now, who's the most popular player right now in the NBA? LeBron James. So let me go to your most popular list for you. Number 1, LeBron James. Number 2, Steph Curry. Number 3, Ja Morant. Number 4, Luka Doncic. Number 5. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Damn. I bit my tongue. I guess that's the sign. Saying LeBron James should never be the most popular player, but he is. They put him on the goddamn list. This is the top 5 most popular players. Number 5 is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, him. Number 6, Victor Wembanyama. Number 7. These are the most popular players in the NBA. Trae Young is 7. Number 8, Shai Alexander. Number 9, Jokic. Number 10, Kevin Durant. How the hell is Kevin Durant popularity is under Victor Wembanyama, Trae Young, Shai Alexander, and the Joker? He's popular? But as you can see, right? It's all about popularity. If you look at the best players list, Joker's number 1. But on the most popular, LeBron James is number 1. And who do they cater to? Steph is number 2. And they don't even have him in the top 5. Ja Morant is all the way near the top. He's 3rd. And now Luka Doncic is behind him at 4. He's moved ahead of Giannis. Now, I'm going to tell you flat out. This whole system, this whole thing, it's all business. It's business, baby. It's not personal. This is a business. That's why I couldn't even win a lawsuit out of anger that, look, they doing this to ruin this. They don't care. They're saying, look, we have a new deal going next year. Right? And they want to capitalize off this potential global exposure of going international. Do you understand that? That's why they're doing this. It is really simple. It's not a complicated thing. Now, the way they did it is absolutely goddamn corrupt and the most lopsided trade in NBA Finals history. They just don't care. Now, they're going to push and ride this wave. Hell, they might even do a goddamn three-peat. They couldn't give a damn. They want to promote in a very shameful and disgusting way and disregard greatness in favor of players who are not deserving, giving them accolades, all for the attention of the American and international media to grant them the acknowledgement that they're the best basketball players when they're not. They're just popular. And then we got to deal with these numbnuts outside like, yo, we the champs and you just salty, bro. You know, and they put these idiots out on the street. These guys who play video games. I remember I was saying, yo, what's the ratings? And then they start sending me NBA 2K ratings. You know, this is how you know you're dealing with people who don't have a clue about the goddamn game. They talk, he's like, oh, ratings? Oh, well, his rating on 2K. I didn't say, why would I be talking about 2K? Do you hear me ever talk about that? No. So now the best players come from all over the world. Yeah, you know why they come from all over the world? Because they're not taught basketball anymore. But if you put them up against the people who are actually trained and taught to play basketball from a child up, and they go up against them, they get smoked. Why? Because they have skills. Kevin Durant has skills. He has fundamentals. Okay? There's no way I could play basketball for 22 years and still doing the same bullshit since my year one. I haven't gotten any better. They have to create a goddamn ball that they can make go in whenever they want. Just for me. So they can manufacture success. Dude was like, man, if they gonna do that, then they could put LeBron in the finals every year. Well, they damn near did, didn't they? Why'd they have him lose to Denver? Well, it's kind of hard to have LeBron, what? You want him to score 99 points? Kind of hard. Plus, when you're trying to build an international market, you're going to need some international players winning. Right? They gave Steph his 4th championship to say we're sorry for screwing up the Golden State Warriors for you. That was the I'm sorry championship. We're sorry, Steph. We disrespected you so much in the media and the press and giving your credit to everybody, even though you saved the league. Here's your championship, man. We're sorry. Then they flip that over like they do. They flip and reverse that and turn that into his own thing. Guess what that turned into? We got to get back to the Euro show. Then they said, oh, damn, we do owe Boston. Yeah, all right, but it's time to get Boston back up there so we can build up the Celtics to be the beast of the East. Yeah, we got to get Boston back. Yep. Those lames from Boston trying to make Jason Tatum a household name. Once again, the people do not agree. He's not one of the most popular players, period. They even had to promote his son, and that still hasn't worked. Look, it's Deuce! It's like, dude, everybody knows Jaylen Brown is the best player on the team. It's like, even your manufacturing don't make that go. It don't make that fly. So, now they want to do, man, we can have Lakers versus Celtics. And everybody's like, they nobody gonna want to see that. They're not gonna want to see it, but they're gonna do it. You got to understand, this is a new contract, a new deal. If they paid $76 billion in television rights deal, if they got that money, they have to show and prove that this is worth it. So they got to go all out. The Victor Wembanyama project got to start now. Let's get him with Fox, and then they're going to start building things around him. They're going to manufacture this thing like they've been doing. You got to go back to the beginning. Go back to 1990. Where the old heads at? Boom, boom, boom! Basketball died in 1990. That's when the real died. When the Pistons beat the Portland Trail Blazers in 1990, that ended it. It was all done in 1990. Yes, in 1990, it was very clear. It was clear to me. It was clear to anybody that had eyes could see that in 1990, the deal was complete and CBS will no longer host the NBA, and they were going to NBC in this new deal. Dick Ebersol, who's the president and was the producer for the NBA show, and that's how he looked at it. He talked to David Stern and everyone else. He says, "Oh my gosh, you guys talking about this is like it's a sport." Because going into the season, NBC wanted to clean the game up. Like, we can't, what are we going to do about Detroit? Detroit's been to 3 straight NBA finals, but they're so rough, and the game in the league is so rough. You know, what are we going to do here? You guys got a superstar on your hands. You got the biggest superstar in there, and, you know, he can't get to the championship. This is theater. You don't see what's happening here. Dick Ebersol didn't see the NBA. He saw this as protagonist Michael Jordan, antagonist every other team in the NBA. He's your star. You're going to make this guy your star of your entire league, and everybody else is trying to take him down. He's what's good. He's wholesome. He's the good guy. He's your antagonist, and these are your protagonists. These are he's like, oh my God. He's like, you got to take him down. Your antagonist is all of the Knicks. And if you saw the promotion, that's how it was. The Bulls had a contract with the NBA, said the Bulls played every weekend. They have not won a championship. They hadn't even won nothing yet. The Bulls had it in their contract. Michael Jordan plays every weekend. Period. The Chicago Bulls had to be a feature game on NBC every weekend. No matter what. So Michael Jordan, because it was Michael Jordan really was in the contract. So the Bulls played on NBC every weekend since 1991, when they started that 90-91 season. First year in NBC. And they win the championship. They won 3 in a row on NBC. That's how they started the new deal. So don't tell me this Luka and LeBron shit will not go down the same fucking way. They will do it. These people are corrupt. This is the system, the gameplay. They've been doing it for years. I'm saying, I'm going to bet this shit. I'm going to make my money off of it. If I can't sue these bastards, I might as well get some money out of it. If they going to screw over tradition and all this stuff, might as well get paid for it. Hell, what's his name? Shitlock, he just went and did a video talking about how they should avoid the trade and all that. He eating off of it because that stupid video he made talking about Las Vegas, he's just watching YouTube. And going off what somebody else said on a YouTube video. It was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in history. That's from somebody who don't know basketball. They don't know the NBA. They don't know anything about anything. They just made a nice looking video. That's so dumb. I'm like, they don't know how dumb that statement actually was. They want to sabotage the team and then move the team over to Las Vegas. It's like, this isn't the NFL. There'll be approvals. And the Mavericks ain't going to the Las Vegas just because these owners with this money. I'm like, if that's the case, if they wanted to do that, they could have just waited and got a team down the road. Like, they could have waited for them to get a team and put their bid in for the team when their team went to Vegas, if that was their goal. That's not these owners' goals. They don't care about basketball. Mark Cuban told you they would not own the Mavs. You think they bought the Mavs because they like the Mavs? They don't like basketball. So they don't want... Oh my God. They can care less about basketball. They don't care. They don't know who the hell Luka Doncic is. Those owners don't give a shit about who's on the team and who's going and who's leaving. They got a governor to handle all that. They care about gambling. Mark Cuban told you when they bought the team, they care about gambling. That's their business, multi-billion. They're trying to change the Texas laws so they can allow some type of gambling in Texas. So they'll be the first ones to have the leg up in the gambling in Texas. Imagine being the first in something. You're looking at hundreds of billions of dollars. Damn, y'all think it's so goddamn small. I've been trying to tell people, like, y'all thinking dollars and cents and the game, and they want to move them there to Vegas so that they can, it's gambling so for their casinos. I'm like, they billionaires. They own damn near all of it. They getting paid. They don't care about putting a stadium there. They getting paid on people going to the Raiders games or any game. NBA All-Star Weekend in Vegas. They getting paid. Any event in Vegas, Adele is playing. Got residency there. They get paid. They don't care. This is billionaire talk. You got to know and actually investigate to see what's actually going on. Not hard. That's not a fight you're going to win in 1 year. That's something that's going to take some years, getting behind some politicians that's going to run for office. You got to push them into position to be elected so that person can get in there and do the solid and turn over the laws and change the... That's a lot of people you got to, change the way tradition works to allow it to go into modern time. You got to understand, Texas is not all evolved like the rest of the world. Shit, they still got dirt everywhere. Horses and people riding horses to the store. It's a whole different environment, buddy. So you got to understand. This is the way it's been for a long time. And it's going to be up to you to decide if you're going to be a part of it or not. Now, is this high energy and high promotion, high build up, is it going to pay off for the league? Will they be able to sustain the popularity that this Luka Doncic trade has brought in? Because the popularity is there now. Luka and LeBron, they got their Scotty and Mike. That's what they trying to make them. But you got a dinosaur who's 40, and you got Luka who's 25. So now you're looking at this from a different optic. It's like, okay, now we're looking at it from a different optic. What are we looking at? What's up? I mean, right? It's only right. You looking at this from a different optic now. You got to. Because if you're not looking at it from a different optic, then you're lying to yourself. You're completely lying to yourself. This is exactly why the NBA took the reins back. Because the optics have changed. They have gotten bashed over social media and by the right-wing conservatives over their pro left-wing, going with all this, socially active, politically motivated things. They've aggravated a lot of the conservatives that want them to remain racist as possible and prejudiced as possible. Like, look, we know you're racist and prejudiced. You don't have to do that. So they got it. Went up against them. But under the umbrella of LeBron James, the NBA fell to its lowest point. Now they needed a white guy, a white international player to help get the league back on track. They need Luka Doncic to carry this bum LeBron so they can have the black keys and the white keys. Ebony and Ivory, LeBron and Luka, obviously. LeBron gonna be, come on, Luka, we can do this, right? Side by side on my piano, keyboard, oh Lord, why don't we? Come on. I don't really know this song. I don't know this song. They don't play this song in my country. Come on, I'll tell you, it's Ebony, Ivory, yeah, living in perfect harmony. Well, what does that mean? You see like this piano? Yeah, see, you got the black keys and you got the white keys, right? So it's like unity. Play piano, you gotta play all the keys, right? Come on, Ebony and Ivory. I'm black, you are white, and together we wear the same jersey. Every night, we are teammates side by side, running split actions on a cut. Why don't we? Well, you sing better than me. I'm not gonna sing. Can you just say the Ebony and Ivory part? Just say Ebony, Ivory. Come on, Luke. Ebony, Ivory. Perfect harmony. Sounds great. Okay. I'm not really a music man. It's not my thing. All right, I'll do it solo. Take it from the top. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. Doom, 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 doom. Got a nice rhythm, Luke. I'm telling you, man, you gotta warm up to it, man. I can see a Nike commercial for us. Come on now. Yeah. You're gonna sell a whole lot of shoes with this. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. You don't have them to get up in here. Where Rich Paul at? Man, tell him to quit eating the deal out and get over here. Come on now. Ebony, Ivory. Man, I'm telling you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, under LeBron's watch, the NBA was at its lowest it had ever been. TNT, ESPN, they were hemorrhaging cash. This year, they are hemorrhaging cash. They thought going into this deal that this year wasn't gonna, they could deal with it, taper it off because they're gonna make changes next year. But it was so bad of a start, they had to do something quick. Because the NBA Cup, the ratings was down on that to what they projected that cup would mean. They were like, man, the cup was bad. And when the Bucks won the cup with Giannis, they didn't even celebrate it like the Lakers did. That pissed Adam Sandler off. Adam Sandler. Adam Silver slipper off. They did not promote that at all. They was like, Darvin Ham was, look, we not busting champagne. Our goal is the main championship. That's not what Adam Silver slipper wanted. So they weren't going to follow the LeBron James script. Yeah. So this whole progression that they got in play here is a babysitting role. You got JJ Redneck over there as their head coach. His job is to just go along and babysit this team. That's it. He's a glorified babysitter. And that's what he's stuck with. Well, I know he's not happy having to give up a white guy, but one of the white guys had to go. It's like you got too many white guys here. One of them got to go. JJ's like, you sure we can't get rid of Vanderbilt? I don't want to lose Dalton Connect. It's like, look, if we're getting Mark Williams, we can't. One of them got to go. It's got to be Reeves. It's got to be Dalton Connect. One of them got to go. Dalton's ready to play now. You can't play them all. Damn. Like Dalton Connect. But okay, he's the odd man out. But he was like, look, I saw this white kid up at Duke. Think he might be all right. He might not get drafted, but he'll come in and do what we need to do. I'm keeping my eye out. Oh, he gonna find him. Now, Luka is not fooled by all that nonsense. You ain't gonna scare Luka Doncic. The guy can play. So, all the nonsense, oh, he's overweight and all this, his conditioning was bad and all of these things, these narratives, the Dallas Mavericks has really, really put a dark spin on Luka's. And I doubt if he ever goes back because of how they did it. They began to insult him. And in his country, it's a little different than being here in America. You don't insult someone that's from Slovenia and, and their ego and their pride, that means everything. So if you go back to them, it's an insult to the people back at home who defended you. They take that with a like, oh my God, how would you ever go back to those people? They did not offer you the apology that they owe you. Like they would have to apologize to you and your family. Right? It's not about just you. When those type of offenses happen in European countries, they don't just apologize to the person. They apologize to their family. That's how it's supposed to go. And definitely in European countries, that's how it was also. And that used to be old tradition. Even down south, it was like that. Somewhere down the modern times, it's become this me, 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 me. And I need my apology. Well, there are a few people that don't get it. They don't understand. And I feel that once people grow up and get to a position that I feel that they're in control, then it will be different. But it's not going to get there because the people that's in charge don't want to. They don't want to change anything. We're not about the best anymore. When Michael Jordan was playing with the Bulls in the 91, 92, 93, they were the best team in basketball. Probably 92, 93, especially. But they were the best team in basketball. There was no team that really could match them at that time. They were literally the best team Michael Jordan had figured it out. So he was not easy to beat anymore. So he would have 40 and they were going to win the game this time. They weren't going to lose. He had 26 and they're going to win by 26. They had figured it out by 92. You know what I'm saying? So you got 92, then you got 93. Michael Jordan was in his prime. Then he left the game in his prime. Retired for 2 years. Then he came back. He was a different Mike. But he still knew the game. But his body wasn't the same when he left. And he didn't have a hang time dunk. It was fadeaway Mike. He became MJ then. Air Jordan was gone. Air Jordan retired in 93. And MJ came in 96. That's when you saw more post-ups, fadeaways. You saw all of that. All of that. So the ratings since 2012 was down 48%. This year it was down 27%. Was almost was 28%. This year. And every other sports league was setting rating records. The NFL, the NLB had record years. Everybody else. So ESPN ratings were down 50% since 2012. That was the first year LeBron won a championship with the Miami Heat. First championship, 2012. And the league is down 48% since then. And 27% this year alone on ESPN. We're not even going to TNT because it's worse. It's even worse. The TNT ratings for the games was at an all-time worst. It's 37% this season. 37% lower than it was last year at this point. Now they can blame TNT, Charles, or maybe the fans are upset that they're leaving TNT. And all I can tell you is the numbers, and it's down 37%. And LeBron is the face of the league. But now, everything is shifted. It's Luka's team now, and LeBron is the one that's carrying Luka's bag. No more catering behind his bum. No more putting him on a pedestal. It's over. LeBron is done. The LeBron era is over. You're now in the Luka era. And that means lucrative. The lucrative era. So you can go ahead and kiss the game goodbye. You're done. And now the ratings are all exceedingly high because of Luka. It was a domino effect throughout the league. All the games' ratings were higher for the last two games in the NBA, not just the Lakers.
Awesome!
So right away, you gotta keep your eye out, keep your eye on the prize. Okay? Keep your eye on the prize. Because the world is changing and it's spinning pretty fast. And with sports betting and gambling the way it is, the NBA feels they got to control what they can to keep people from winning big major bets. You see, they investigating some people for point shaving. How many of you think these family members, right? These family members out here, how many of them you think are not gambling every night? Family members of NBA players. They be, hey, nephew, who y'all playing tonight? You feel like you can get 7 rebounds? Come on now, that's just 7. That's 7 rebounds. Somebody miss a shot, you go get it. That ain't hard. I don't ask you for nothing, man. I'm just saying, go get the ball. I ain't asking you not to do something. You get the rebound, help your goddamn team. I'm just saying, when you see that big boy, that 6'11" guy go in there and tell him, yell it, I got it, step back. And you get it. Once you get 7, we good. That's it. Just 7 rebounds. Damn, I ain't asking you for nothing, man. Just get 7 goddamn rebounds. All right, bye. Damn, you think I asked for some money? I mean, you don't think these conversations are happening? You think all these NBA players' families are doing well? No. They got their whole household is, their net worth is $87 million. They next to kin net worth $35,000. If that. They cousin on stamps. They like, look, he got all that money. Could at least bought me a house. You can't afford the taxes. Oh, so you can't pay that every year? No. I mean, damn, I'll keep the house. Not gonna happen. So understand, this is the plan. It's always been. I mean, when you see me and I speak about basketball, do I speak like somebody who don't like watching the game? I love the game. I love this game. Just like football, those are my 2 favorites. Baseball's a third. You know, that's all outside of boxing, because boxing is always gonna be the first love sport ever. But I'm no boxer. Now, if we street fight, I ain't gonna lose. But boxing is always gonna be number 1, first love. Then was football. Then was basketball. Because you gotta understand, I grew up in the project. Our basketball rims was ripped down. You had kids out there playing on an invisible rim. They were playing on an invisible rim. They were shooting it up on the backboard. Boom. Like, yeah, that went in. And a good shot. I'll be like, wow, there's no rim there. You guys really love the game. They were like, no, see if the ball go in, like in the middle, we know that went in. I mean, great imagination. So when I got older, I decided to find out why we didn't have rims when we were growing up. There was no rims on the thing. It's like, didn't make no sense. I never understood it. I go to other communities, they got the rims up. I'm like, well, why the hell we can't get rims? Then I saw one day they put rims up when I was a kid. We had nets on them, the whole nine. The kids were so happy. Everybody was out there hooping, playing ball. Then the next week, the rims were gone. And I'm like, who would steal the rims? It was the gangbangers and the drug dealers. That's what I had to learn that they don't want people in the park. They want to clear the parks out so that they can be their meeting grounds for what they need to do, gang fights or whatever they need to do. The park was theirs and they were claiming it. Now, if you put a basketball goal up, then you're going to have everybody coming there to play sports. And they don't want that. They're trying to conduct their business. So I learned. And I said, okay, if I'm going to help communities and do these type of things, I need to know we need to put recreation in these parks, but we need security there to keep these things safe. Get these guys out the park. Y'all going to have to find someplace else to do it. Parents and everybody got to get involved. So don't forget, man, go to my Patreon, Carcino for Life. I appreciate all y'all love and support. My Cash App is Carcino. Thank y'all who've been riding with me, who hit the like button without me having to tell y'all. You know, I'm very proud of everybody who out there spitting the real about this trade. Even Whitlock, even though his reasons are different from ours, he's still putting it out there about the trade. Letting them know this trade is foul. But can the NBA sustain this momentum? Because if this momentum drops in any way, fashion, if this buzz the NBA got right now fades before the new deal, and don't nobody care about it no more, they got a lot to deal with, man. They gonna have to make a lot of changes fast. But pretty soon you're gonna see the Lakers and Spurs Western Conference Finals, Wembanyama versus LeBron and Luka. Heard it here first. I'm serious. So thank y'all for listening. And it is time to go. Thank you. And LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He be alright. He suck, right? LeBron James, boys.